It's time. The world.
You won't believe who was secretly stealing the spotlight behind the K-pop. K-pop Demon Hunters looks insane on the surface, but dig a little deeper and there are secrets, Easter eggs, and hidden power plays you never notice. Secret 1, the hidden Guima fan in the crowd.
What's with the long faces?
Turn around.
That's funny.
And right from the start, my jaw dropped. There's this blink and you'll miss it shot in the crowd, someone wearing a shirt with Guima's name plastered on it. Now hold on. Humans aren't supposed to know these demons exist. So why is this fan here? Are they just a lucky spectator, or is there some secret connection to Guima himself? Look closely at the angle. It's almost like the filmmakers wanted us to notice a tiny breadcrumb hinting at something much bigger. Secret 2. Baby Saja is the real leader of the Saja Boys. But wait, things are about to get even stranger. Everyone's attention is locked on Gu, convinced he's the mastermind pulling the strings. But the deeper you look, the more the illusion cracks. Everything. The flames erupting at the perfect moment during performances, the way Baby's presence completely overtakes the stage, and that jaw-dropping vanishing act at the end points to one truth. Baby is the real power behind the scenes. He's got this low-key cult leader energy silently controlling the atmosphere while the crowd keeps clapping for Gu. And have you noticed how the camera always lingers just a second longer on him? It's subtle, almost hidden in plain sight, but it's a clear hint. Baby isn't just a performer, he's the one in control. Secret 3. Hrix's dance moves are real spiritual combat.
So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside. Whole life spreading lies, but you can't.
And here's where it gets seriously wally. Have you ever really paid attention to how Hrix moves on stage? Those flowing arm gestures, those sharp yet graceful spins, the light, almost floating footsteps. It's way more than flashy choreography meant to look cool. These movements are actually pulled straight from traditional Korean shamanic ritual dances, the kind meant to communicate with spirits, summon protection, and ward off demons. Once you know that, every step seems intentional. Every spin feels like a ritual being performed right in front of you. When Hrix glides across the stage, there's this strange electric energy in the air, almost like the dance itself is a hidden weapon. It's subtle enough to miss at first, but once you catch it, the fight scene suddenly hits so much harder and deeper. Secret 4. Saja Boys' lion logo hides a pentagram.
Pop stars. But you will be much more.
And the symbolism doesn't stop with the stadium. Look closely at the Saja Boys lion logo, because right at its base, the same pentagram shape is hidden in plain sight, almost like a signature left by whoever designed it. Every t-shirt, banner, scarf, and promotional poster quietly spreads this secret demon symbol without most fans ever noticing. It's subtle, sneaky, and disturbingly clever. The kind of detail that feels intentional rather than accidental. What looks like ordinary branding suddenly becomes something much darker. A full-blown idol empire carefully masking a cult beneath layers of hype and merchandise. Secret 5. Roomie is half demon, half human. And then there's Roomie. The moment Guima discovers her secret, it's brutal. He exposes her as half demon, half human, dragging it into the open on stage. The humiliation is real, and the crowd is oblivious to the layers beneath. This isn't just a shock value, it's about identity being weaponized. Every outfit she wears, every hesitant movement suddenly makes sense. You can feel her struggle, hiding a part of herself just to survive. It's raw, it's emotional, and it reminds you that the battle isn't only against demons, it's against those who want to use your secrets against you. Secret 6. The missing color points to a new fourth member. And that brings us to the biggest mystery of all, the missing Vermilion Bird. In the lore, it represents the South, the Phoenix, the embodiment of rebirth and blazing fire. Yet in Hrix's lineup, that slot is empty. That's not a mistake, it's deliberate foreshadowing. Fans have been piecing together clues, and the theory gaining the most traction is that the sequel will introduce a fourth member designed entirely around the Phoenix motif. Her outfit, her color palette, her abilities, all expected to echo the fiery, radiant imagery of the Vermilion Bird. And And here's the twist that's setting fandom forums on fire. She might not be Korean like the others. Rumors suggest she'll be a foreign idol, adding a fresh dynamic and extra drama to the group. Once you align the colors, the setup becomes almost impossible to miss. Secret 7. Meera's supernatural intuition comes from hidden demon powers.
That's right. We have to crush that stage. Be better than we've ever been with the show to end the Saja Boys for good. Zoe, we're gonna need a new...
Now check Meera, her so-called sixth sense isn't just some soft friendship intuition. From the very first scene, she reacts to Roomie before anyone else even notices something is wrong. She watches him, tracks every shift in his expression, almost like she can feel the energy around him twist. Then comes that blink and you miss it flashback. Young Meera with pale pink hair. It's such a tiny detail that most viewers don't even register it, but it perfectly matches the demon traits we later see in Roomie. That one visual hint has sparked a massive fan theory that Meera carries dormant demon abilities of her own, buried deep and waiting to surface. It explains why she's always one step ahead, why she senses danger before it arrives, and why her character feels far more layered than anyone realized at first glance. Secret 8. Meera repressed her demon side after childhood trauma. And it gets deeper. Meera doesn't show obvious demon marks now. She repressed her true nature after some traumatic childhood event. That repression explains her calm, cautious demeanor and her subtle awareness of the hidden threats around her. It's a quiet, personal struggle embedded in her backstory, and noticing it adds emotional depth. You start to see her not just as a friend or fighter, but as someone carrying a hidden past and untapped potential, waiting for the moment it might all come out. Secret 9. Derpy and Sussy are based on Korean folk art.
When the world was in a pretty dark place and BTS were doing these like virtual concerts, and you could see like the sense of connection and hope and sort of humanity that was stirring up with everybody stuck in their lives.
And don't sleep on the little details. The animals Derpy and Sussy aren't just cute sidekicks. They're inspired by Korean folk art, specifically Minhwa and Hojakdo, with exaggerated playful features meant to symbolize hope and spiritual protection. Every goofy face and quirky movement is a nod to centuries of tradition. The filmmakers embedded cultural Easter eggs into the story without making it obvious. It's subtle, clever, and gives fans a reason to watch frame by frame. Secret 10. The entire story mirrors biblical theme. Then finally, the biggest secret of all, the story mirrors classic biblical art. Think about it. The Hun Moon acts as a shield of prayer. Hrix is the church holding the line, and Guima, he's clearly the Satan figure. Then there's Gu. He falls to temptation, causing chaos just like Adam. But in the end, he redeems himself through sacrifice, giving his life so Roomie can survive. It's not subtle. The parallels are everywhere. The battle between good and evil, the devoted followers, the selfless sacrifice. It's almost like watching scripture unfold on a K-pop stage. And that's just scratching the surface of K-pop demon hunters' hidden secrets. From unseen powers to mythological nods, it's a rabbit hole worth exploring. So what's your take on these revelations? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe. There's way more jaw-dropping content coming your way.